What's up, everyone? So we got another greenhouse tour.
Yeah, no snow this time. The snow is all melted. It's actually beautiful out.
It is really nice out. Bees are flying, chickens are happy, we're happy.
Oh, yeah, we're doing great. We've got a whole new greenhouse, I feel like. Everything is changed in there.
So let's go see what we did. Wait a minute, it's a mess. Let's clean this up.
So we had so many awesome finds the last week. Just since our last garden tour, we got 2 new peach trees that we're going to plant. They're not going to go in the greenhouse, but these are going to go probably on the side of the yard. I don't think we want to add any more fruit trees to our garden, but 2 contender peach trees. I was also really excited. We were driving into town, and on the side of the road somebody was getting rid of all of their gardening supplies, and I had just been telling Matt that my only frustrations in the greenhouse, well, there's a few, but the biggest one was I never have the right size pots or containers, and somebody was getting rid of all of theirs. So I proudly took all of these, and I'm so excited because we are going to be able to use quite a few, and we already have.
So I was busy this weekend. Same with Sarah. I told her if she helps me clean the garage, because I had to take everything out of the garage to get it organized and do a bunch of work in there, I'll build shelves. And I did. And I think I did a pretty darn good job. The only thing I gotta do yet is the legs back here. I got some fasteners today at Home Depot, so I'm gonna put those on, and that's it. It's not gonna go anywhere, so I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, pretty cool. I think it's gonna work out good. We use tung oil to seal it all because price of lumber is pretty expensive. So this all needs to get watered, same with the seedlings, but I really think it's gonna work good. I really like it, and I got something else coming for this greenhouse. Yep, we're one of those people, we got a soil blocker maker. Soil block maker, is that what it's called?
Soil blocker.
Soil blocker, soil block maker. It's where we're gonna use these flat trays still, but then it puts down 4 blocks that are 2 inches in diameter with a hole in the middle, so you plop your seeds right in there to make it a lot better and a lot faster. So I'm pretty pumped for that. So now the reason why we did it on this side is this is the north side. That's why I did the shelves on this side. And as far as the height went, I wanted something tall enough where both of us could reach up there easy, but we also have it's starting to get the pitch, so you can't go too much higher than this, but it works. If we would have done the cat panel on top of the boards instead of running past them, then we could have got a little taller, but it's fine. It works. You know, I think it'll work really good. The other thing that I'm going to do is this winter, I'm really determined to grow a tomato plant or a pepper plant through the winter. So what we are talking about doing is putting insulation on top, insulation against the back, and have it the reflective to give it more light in there, and then put poly in the front. So we got some things to do this winter to try, but I think if I seal this part off, I think we can do a pretty darn good job of growing some food in there. So
our seedlings, we put all on the top here, and we got a lot done over the last week. So we've slowly been adding to the amount of seedlings we have in here. We've got our red burgundy onions, our yellow onions, and then our chives. No, not chives. What were they? Our bunching onions and our shallots are all in here, and they're all doing really well. The weather has been really cooperative, so we haven't been having to move them in. We are going to have some freezing temps in the next couple days, so what I'm hoping is only to have to move in anything that is already sprouted. We've got a few celery sprouts. Some of our celery came up. Both varieties were about 50%, and I don't know, we haven't had the greatest luck with celery from seed. We have had luck when we buy the plants, so I'm hoping we can switch this around. Honestly, we've just been busy, and I don't think we were taking as much care with having the cover on, having them moist, and just taking care with them. Matt also planted some Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers this week, so we're hoping those come up along with a lot of our cold hardy veggies. We got our broccoli going, our cabbage, our cauliflower, and then we got a little bit of a head start. It's a little bit early to be starting peppers already, but we started some anyways. We started some bell peppers, some cayenne peppers, Tabasco peppers, the jalapeno peppers, and then we also started natapino peppers, which are supposed to be like jalapeno, but actually sweet. So we thought that might be kind of fun to do those together when we're making cowboy candy this year. And then we also started some kohlrabi, a few different varieties. And here's the rest of our bell peppers and our kind of like lunchbox small peppers, I forget what they're called, are in all of these trays, almost all the way down to the end of the greenhouse. I almost forgot, we also started some potatoes that are from seed that are just really small potatoes. We have no idea if these are going to work well, but they just looked fun to try, just to be able to plant a little seed and see if we can grow potatoes.
So Sarah trimmed all the onions, as you saw, and these are still just rocking. I mean, they're doing good. And I should count them to see if we get one onion a week. I think there's 52 in there. I think about 25 to 30. But either way, if they all come up, that's pretty cool. We haven't had that in a long time. Now, this
Minutina.
Minutina.
Is it Minutina? I think so.
Minutina, yeah. Now this Minutina is starting to grow and get taller, which is good. I'm pulling a little bit of clover out of it, because I really want to try this, because we were told it's got like a buttery flavor. So, but it really looks like grass. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
You can try it right now if you want.
No thanks. And like a bunch of you said, we're pulling them.
Check them, are they dead?
How do you know if they're dead or not? Well, that one was definitely dead. It's rotted. Yeah, they're dead. The roots are rotted out. Let's plant some more peppers right there. Shazam! Just like that. Out with the old, in with the new. Paris market carrots, they're still Paris market carrots. Now, the kale. The kale is really coming up. I'm kind of excited about it, because I really want to fry some with the eggs. I know the kale we had from the store a while back, I hated it. Sorry, very disliked it. But I'm willing to try it from us. But I really want to grow it towards this winter also, because I really think it'll be better, because everyone says when it's colder, it's got a sweeter flavor to it too.
So it looks like where the Vitmachi came up, I think we only have one plant, but it's doing well, so I'm excited to try this. This is going to be another cold hardy green. And then behind it, I know I'm seeing it wrong. I forget how to say it, but how do you pronounce Radichio?
Here's what I found.
I think we have two of the radicchios that we have now planted over here, so hopefully we like that. I think they're too close together, because I believe they're supposed to make kind of like a big, almost like a cabbage or a lettuce head. So we'll see. The random carrots that are in between here all over that weren't eaten by any moles are doing really, really well. I wish more had come up. I believe this was the calliope blend, so Matt did plant a few more on the other side of the greenhouse. The red streak mustard looks really well. I actually want to try it. Do you want to give it a try, Matt?
No, let's let it get big and thick.
We've got two, maybe three good things of this green mountain celtis, which is supposed to be like in between celery and lettuce. Is that correct? I'm having a brain fart. The green mountain celtis, which is in between like a celery and a lettuce. Marigolds that Matt planted, those are really popping. Look at those. And then we've got these peppers down here, so you guys told us it's time to take them out. This just saddens me. I really wanted some peppers to last through the winter. Oh, look at that worm! I I really wanted some peppers to last through the winter, but I think, like Matt was saying, that next year it will be a little different. And if you've been following us for a while, you know I intended to pull ours from the garden and try to keep them dormant in the house. I am definitely doing that next year. I've got my pots ready for it. It's just a matter of doing it. These radishes look really good. I think, Matt, you were saying we're gonna trim this side, right? The left side?
Yep.
So I think we're getting to the point where we can almost be trimming those and putting some greens in our eggs again. Some greens that we grew. More carrots down here. They kind of got stunted. That's right where the tarp ended. Got the big barrel kind of keeping shade, and they never really did great, but hopefully some of them come up and do well. In the back of the greenhouse, we've got those pear trimmings and apple trimmings that I went ahead and rooted. I'm really not sure how they did as far as roots so far. It's been a couple weeks, but there's two that I never got around to planting, and they've just been sitting in water, and they're green already. So I think that's a good sign. And then all these ones that are planted, they're almost all green on the top. Little buds, everything's starting to form. This little apple tree that I had covered, I just want to show you how good these are doing. So hopefully we get some fruit trees. Obviously these are going to take a long time before they have fruit, but it all helps, right? In those free pots we got by the side of the road, there were a couple hanging baskets. One that had the string a little off, so I tied a string on it. But Leroy went ahead and planted some zinnias in here, and then just like a butterfly wildflower mix. He just wanted to put those two together, so I'm kind of excited because I think it's going to be really pretty. And then Lydia planted some marigolds in this hanging pot. So those will bring some flowers to either in here or on our deck or wherever, and hopefully the bees really like them.
So the rutabaga, it's coming up. It's spotty because of the whole vole thing, but the celery is still coming up, and I'm thinking we're gonna have to plant a tomato plant pretty soon because we can't have celery without tomato plants, and then we need a pepper plant and a radish, and then you got a Bloody Mary mix. All you need is vodka. Oh, we got honey for mead. We can do that. But the turnips, that little devil didn't like the turnips because it didn't touch them. So hopefully we like them because there's plenty of turnips. Doesn't look like he was in there at all. So that's a really good thing. Lettuce is, I think, between the frost and that little devil, he came in and cleared out some of the back ones, it looked like. But we definitely need to plant some more of this. And the mustard seed, I think he wiped that out up here. So we can probably plant some more, sow some lettuce in there. This is our Norfolk spinach that we saved the seeds last year and grew again. And this is growing really good, and it's spotty in spots because I think he came in and cleared some stuff out for us.
We got carrot rolls. They're quite thick.
And then my carrots, they're doing amazing. They're coming up awesome, and they're a little thick, but I figure, you know, I got big sausage fingers, so that's my fault that they're a little thick, but they should be alright. We should be able to pull them out. You know, the ground's loose enough where hopefully they'll expand and be able to dig them out quick and easy.
And then we've got our potting soil. Not really part of our greenhouse plants, but it is definitely important. We finally pulled some down. We had a bunch in the garage. We try to just grab a bag every time we're at a store that has it. These are two of the brands that we seem to like best from the two stores we go to, just because they're not super full of sticks. They don't have a lot of sticks in them. So Miracle Grow and Burpee.
So those gray trays we have a bunch of our cups in, I had one always sitting in the corner right over here, if you remember in any of our other videos, and it held a bunch of our stuff. Well, I needed it to put cups in, so I went to move it, and one of my kids were coming in, so I stepped out of the way like this, and I rolled my ankle and I fell down, and it was that deep. So I'm guessing that's where that home was. So we stuck a hose in there and flooded it out, and then we stomped all of it shut, the hole, because there was a hole coming up over here, and we held it shut. So I'm hoping that's what got him. In the last 2 days now, we haven't had any issues with disturbance up here. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, that he's done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and a little tour, and I hope you guys like the shelves. Let us know in the comments what you think of the shelf. And we got one more thing I want to do in the back with a table to make a table for us.
Yep,
easier in here.
we've been using just a folding table now. That's working a
Yep.
lot better than my 2x4 table. Was it a 2x4?
Yeah, 2x6.
My 2x6 table.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad spring is coming, and it's really starting to feel like it. Getting all the plants planted, getting this put together, it's all coming together.
Yep.
Should be a great gardening season.
Glad you got to see us again.
Bye.
Bye.